Good evening. Now, I remember back in 2020 when before the vaccine came, I tried to figure out how bad it was. I knew it would be bad, right? But then there were some people like Malone or Mike Yeadon who knew something about it. And I'm very grateful to them because they talked about it. But I didn't know. I mean, I couldn't tell if it was correct or not, these ideas about what the vaccine would do. But still, I had to talk about it because I knew in my gut that this would be bad, right? And then it came, the vaccine, and after a while I realized that it was much worse than I expected. Much, much worse. And now we are in 2025. And I'm trying to figure out just how terrible it was. See? And then I was listening to this guy, Italian guy. And, in 2020, I just talked, even though I didn't know if it was correct or not. I just said it, right? And it's the same now, I think. I feel I have to talk about this thing. So there's an Italian guy talking about Italian pathologists looking in, examining dead bodies and dead brains. And they came up with this, that the needle is messing up the endocrine system. And I don't know much about this. I know it's about hormones, right? And hormones, well, now we are talking about emotions, right? That's right. And this is what I usually do when I hear something like this. I compare it to my own observations. And I have observed this. I'm sure about this. I've seen it. People changed after taking the vaccine. I don't know if all of them changed, but I have seen it, right? It's like life was sucked out of them. Some of them, right? They are sad. And of course, now we're talking about hormones and emotions. So I think it could be true, this thing. I also heard you guys talk about it. People getting more aggressive, for instance. Emotional. Even more stupid. I've seen that too. So maybe there is something with this. So, and what does that mean? Well, it's terrible, isn't it? Don't you agree? It's terrible. People getting sad. Very much more so, right? That's not nice. What kind of a society do we get after a while? With all these sad people walking around. What do you think? Yeah, they talked about the pineal gland too. This is a gland in the brain. I don't know much about it, but it's a small gland in the brain. And they said it was completely destroyed. It's a pine cone shaped gland. That's why it's called a pineal gland. Right? It's regulating hormones and sleep. Now I have a question. I came up with this question yesterday. I didn't get an opportunity to ask it yet, but I will. I want to ask this question to people who took the jab. Are you happy with the vaccine? That's my simple question. Not in a critical way. I'm just curious, right? Because I was thinking, they got some distance now to the hysteria back in 2021, 22. They got some distance, some time to think about it. And of course they experienced things during these years. So I really want to know if they are happy with the vaccine. And soon I will get the opportunity to ask the question. I will ask as many as possible, because I want to know if they are. I think it's a good timing too. I think maybe we have reached this point where people can really start to question this thing. Is that good if they do? Or doesn't it matter at all? But I think it matters, you see. If people start to question it, they start to wonder about it, they get some information, right? And then they talk to others. Ah, it matters. So I think it's a good time to, for instance, ask that question. Are you happy with the vaccine? Usually what I do, earlier, when people talked about their physical problems, I asked them how many they took. And my observation is that they took 3 of them at least. And they have serious physical problems. And now also maybe they are just depressed. So if somebody is depressed, maybe you can ask this question too. How many did you take? All right. Be good.